Obviously, an example is digital. It's either on this side or on that side. The in-between states mean nothing. Same with Braille, it's effectively a digital system. There's only certain values you can take. So a subset of digital is what we call binary. So binary is only two states. So the two states we use will either be, there'll be different names for it. If we imagine a switch with a light bulb, the switch is either off or it's on. That's it. So you see the light bulb's off there, on there. Other names we'll give it. We might call low, we might call false when we're dealing more with Boolean algebra. False and true, the 0 and 1, so 0 means it's off state, 1 means off, and low and high are other names we'll give it. But at the end of the day, it's all the same stuff, and all these for effectively mean the same thing as these four. One thing that you should be able to read into this is how you deal with binary waveforms in time. So you're probably used to seeing a sine wave moving in time along that axis and the value along this axis. But instead of binary, there's only two possible states, 1 and 0. So again, we have time going this way. Except here, the only possible states are if it's at this, it's 1. If it's at this, it's 0. So you can still say at time, t equals whatever, t equals 0, it's 1. At t equals 1, it's 0. T equals 2, etc., etc. So we still have the idea of time in binary, but at any point in time, there's only two possibilities for this value to be 1 and 0. So these are just sort of ultimate ways of looking at the same information. The circuit goes to 1 and 0, stays 1, stays 1. And the top one is the waveform version of it. So what we'll need to think about that is how we use binary and why we care about binary. And the reason we care about binary is because we can manipulate it easily with something called gates. And gates, as we have here, are basically just this magic hat. And you put in something and you get out something else. In this case, we put in binary data. So we put in a logic high, we're going to say. You can just arbitrarily give it, and you put in something else, say 0, and you get some output. And you put in different values, and you get a different output. So how we know what's going to happen is we use what's called a truth table. So for any particular gate, and we'll give it a name to the magic that's happening, say, or gate, and we'll say that when either of those inputs is 1 or high or true, the output is always true. So if we had 0, 0 going in, we get 0. But as long as one of those is high, the output will be high. So if the other one's high, if this is 1, and that's 0, then it's still 1. So this logic we call an OR gate. We write it down in a truth table. So here we just say for each input, every possibility, we give what the output is. So if the input is 0, 0, the output is 0. If one of the inputs is 1 or both of them, the output is always 1 in this case. So the name we give that is OR, because if one or the other is 1, the output is 1. And you can think of that, if you're building the circuit physically, it might look something like that. So we have two switches. If one of those switches is closed, power will flow and light up the bulb. So if that one's closed, power flows like the bulb, that one's closed, and if they're both closed, it still lights up. So that's physically how you build an OR gate. So when I show a representation of it, I'm going to be showing four things really now. We'll have a symbol here. And this is on schematics how we're going to show what an OR gate looks like. So we have two inputs to it, A and B, and again, this is what we were showing here. I call this one A and this one B. Two inputs and one output. So in time, we have 0, 0, and 0, and this is shown on the waveform at this point. So we have 0, 0, and the output is 0, so that's here. Again, the next point, 0, 1, 1, for the OR gate is shown at this point in time. So we have 0 there, there's 1, and the output's 1. And you can read through that, your input's 1, it's 1, 0, and the output's 1. And that's that line in it. So during the course, you'll sort of see all of these representations. You'll see the waveform style, you'll see the truth table, so it's good to be familiar with all of them. And the final piece of information is the equation for it. So here, the plus symbol is actually meaning OR. So in this class, for the most part, we're going to be dealing with what's called Boolean algebra. And Boolean algebra is just another way of writing down all the same information. So you can write the symbol that says it's an OR gate when A is 1 or B is 1, the output is 1. This way it's saying when A or B is true, the output is true. So the OR gate is just one of several sort of basic entities we have. The next one is the AND gate. And the AND gate output is high only when A and B are 1. So again, we have the same input waveform as before, except for the output. The only state where the output is 1, I should say, is the final entry here. So the output's 1 only when both inputs are 1. So using Boolean algebra, we have the output y is A and B, and y is true only if A and B are both true. So that's another of the basic gates. So the final one of the three very basic gates we'll talk about is the NOT gate. In the NOT gate, the output is simply the inverse of the input. So when the input's 0, the output goes to 1. When the input's 1, the output goes to 0. So y is not A, basically. And so here, we show this by just putting a line over it. So if we put a line over something, it means the inverse of the output is the inverse of the input. So let me show you an example, and this is getting a little closer to stuff you'll actually be doing on the assignments at least. If we have this circuit, and we want to know what is the output of the circuit based on the input. So this is something maybe I'll give you a few minutes to draw down and think about it. And basically try to fill in this final table here. So based on what I've given you, so for each of these gates, the inputs and outputs, the AND gate, the NOT gate, and the OR gate, what is the final output at Y? And, yeah, in the end, will end up with the example I made before, but. Look at it and try to analyze how it might work, but you can just go through just the recommended way. In that it's a simple procedure. So if we have A and B of 0, you put A to 0, B to 0, and the output of the AND gate, 0, 0 to the AND gate, 0 goes there. So there's a 0 to the simple input of the OR gate, and the NOT gate will invert this to give you a 1, 1, 0, so the output's 1. And then you can just go through for each other option. So I'll just erase all this. So again, the next one is 0, 1, so you can straight 0, 1. The truth table for the AND gate, the output is 0. Go through the NOT gate, 0, 1, and you end up with the same thing, 1, 0. So it's 1. If we put a 1 here, this next line, 0 here, the output's still 0, 0, 1. This gets inverted to 1, 1, 0, and again, the output's 1. So finally, if you have 1 and 1, so 1, 1 there, the output here of the AND gate, so you go to this line, will be 1. The 1 goes through the NOT gate, comes to 0, 0 here, and this 1 goes down, and the output again is 1. So in this case, the output for all states is 1. So it's a very, very simple example, but you can follow that same procedure for more complicated circuits. So you can also directly write the Boolean function. And so the Boolean function is using these, so using y equals not A, y equals A and B, y equals A or B. And to do this, you would aim to just kind of look through it very slowly. And so, for example, we have A and B, so that's the output there. And this output just gets split two ways. So one way is going to be OR, and one way is not, so we're not that. So this point here is A and B inverse. And this point here is just A and B without the inverse. So then all we have to do is apply an OR to this. So when we write this out, we can say A and B inverse, or with A and B inverse, brackets around it if you want it. And finally just have Y equals. Yeah, so the order of operations, we'll go through a lot more detail, but you can think of it in the same way. The and will have higher precedence than the or. But I think for the most part, I'll always start with brackets around just to make it obvious for now. So yeah, it's just the same thing as showing the final result. One note, now we'll build slightly more complicated gates. When we have the AND gate followed by NOT gate, we'll effectively simplify that, and you notice that little circle just collapse down, and we'll just have that circle at the end. And that circle simply means it's inverse. So this means if this is y and b, y equals the same as before, inverse. You sometimes will see circles in other spots of the circuit. So for example, you may see a gate looks like this. And again, all you have to think about is that is equivalent to this NOT gate, that circle there. So all that means is that is equivalent to the same AND gate with a NOT gate added there, which would mean y equals A and then B, just B is inverted. So as promised, this is creatively named the NOT AND gate or the NAND gate. So y, as I said, is A and B inverse. So the truth table is just the opposite of the AND gate. So the output is 1 as long as both inputs are not the same. In a similar way, we'll see the NOT OR gate, or the NOR gate. So the NOT OR gate is in the same way as before, just the output here is inverse from the OR gate. So what you will find is that as long as the input is 0, the output is 1. If either input is 1, the output is 0. That is straightforward. So an interesting point here is that I've shown a few different gates, and that we can actually make, and this will be, I think, one of your first assignment questions, is using only one type of gate to make any other operation you want. And you can, in fact, just use NAND gates or just use NOR gates and do everything with them. So as an example, we'll compare, say we want to make an OR gate, and all we have is an infinite supply of NAND gates. So you can look at the truth table. So we say with the OR gate, it's 0, 1, 1, 1. And with the NAND gate, it's 1, 1, 1, 0. So what you notice is that the output here is just the inverse of this. So we can say that the OR gate will be equal to the NAND gate. Systems are the key, more or less, to how we understand numbers, how we use numbers, and we'll use this quite a bit throughout this course, and throughout your career, you'll especially run into a few different number systems. So the two ones you probably know about are everybody knows decimal, so that's just what we always use every day when we're practicing antenna, etc. Binary is just using, as I said before, ones and zeros. So it represents the same information, so you can write numbers in different ways. So using decimal, for example, we would write number 3. And this is equivalent in binary, for example, to 1, 1. And why this comes about is that the decimal number system, decimal just means they're stated in, say, 10 values for each unit. So if you write the number 197, for example, each of these places represents something. So this represents 7. And you can only go up to 9, and then you're out. There's no made-up value for what 10 is. In decimal, there's only 2 options. In binary, sorry, there's only 2 options. There's 1 or 0. So when we have 3, we can't write it, obviously, as 3, because it just doesn't exist in the binary world. They've never heard of it. So you have to convert everything to just using 0 and 1. So I'll just sort of jump right into an example conversion, because I think it's somewhat the easiest way to see how this works. So in decimal, each of these has a certain value. So this, for example, we could say this 7 represents 7. This 9, though, doesn't just represent 9. This 9 really represents 90, because if you had 97, you would say 97. Just represent a 1. It really represents 100, because we have 197. If you have another value further over, you would have in the thousands, for example. So if you want another way to think of it, you could say, well, we could draw out placeholders, and we could say if you had a decimal number, it's just equal to that number. This spot here is really equal to 10 times whatever you've written. This spot is equal to 100 times, and this spot is equal to 1,000 times. So if you were given a decimal number and you want to break it down, we have 2,971. So 2 times 1,000, 2,000, again 900. This is 70, and this is 1. So this is exactly how we're going to break it down in the binary system. But instead of being times 1, times 10, times 100, times 1,000, because this is decimal, and where these actually come from is times 1 is 10 to the power 0. Times 10 is 10 to the power 1. This is 10 to the power 2. And this is 10 to the power 3. So what you can kind of get from this, or infer, is that this 10 is the base. So this is the base 10 system, decimal, and the 0 is sort of the location of that number. So when we deal with binary, what we'll have instead of times 10 is this one will be, for example, worth 2 to the power 0 equals 1. This one will be worth 2 to the power 1 equals to 2, and so forth. Yes, 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So it's the exact same sort of system, though. We'll just say 1 times 1 is equal to 1. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So, just use this example. If I have this number, and I know it's a binary number, and I want to convert it to decimal, I and say each one of those digits has this mapping. So each one of these digits has a certain value here. So for the first digit, we'll just say, okay, 1 times 1 equals 1. So 1 times 1 equals what we put there. For the second digit, we have a 1 in this value, so we'll say 1 times 2. So if we just move each of the digits into the associated box, which has a certain value, we can then say, okay, 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 1 equals 2. 4 times 0 equals 0. 8 times 1 is equal to 8. 16 times 0 is equal to 0. So, very advanced multiplication you have to do here. So really, you can just look at it and say, right, 128. The decimal number is just the addition of all those. So when we had decimal, let's just go back. This value, this 2,971, is just equal to all of these added together. In exactly the same way, the binary number is just the addition of all the individual values. So if I clear these here, we can see this number is corresponding to 235 in decimal. Does that make sense? So as an example, I don't actually have a handout. I'll just say, well, I'll do these out. I'll basically go through a bunch of examples. So converting the other way around is maybe a little trickier, but there's sort of some easier ways to do it. So the way I recommend, there's a way given in the notes, which is not the name for it, that you're using division and stuff. But here's what I also recommend doing is that when you have this, ignore this, and say we have some number you want to convert into decimal. I think down here I was using 216. So if we have the number 216 you're given and you want the decimal version of it, the easiest way to go about that is to split it down. So you say 216, does it fit within 128? And so I'll say, for example, in this here I'm showing you, okay, it does. So you put a 1 in that position. So 216 minus 128 is equal to 88. So you'll put a 1 here, and you'll say 216 minus 128 is equal to 88. And then you'll say, is 88 greater than 64? And the answer is yes, it is. So we'll put a 1 in this position. And then we'll go 88 minus 64. What does that equal? So, and you just keep doing that. Sorry. And you can keep doing this and going through to get each possible position. So eventually what you'll run into is that when you do this subtraction, it'll give you some number below 0, which will mean you'll get a 0 in that position. So if you go back, that's 24. So this gives us the 24, and so there's a 1 in that position. So now we have 20, sorry. So there's a 1 in that position. So now we have 24, so we have to say, how do we make 24 binary? So this position is worth, the value of it is 32. So the 24, if we were to subtract 24 minus 32, it would give us a negative. So we can't have that. So there's a 0 in this position. So then you go to the next position and say 24 minus 16. And that will give you something that's greater than 0. So there's a 1 in this position it's telling you. And when you go through that sort of procedure, you'll end up with the final value of binary. So basically how you can check this is you can do the reverse. So if you want to check it, you can say 8 plus 16 plus 64 plus 128, and that will give you the resulting 216. So the reverse calculation, once you do it a few times, it's a little, it's a bit more work, but not that difficult really. So maybe I'll go through a few examples. So if you have some paper or something, you can just do a few examples of these. So I have the following conversions that you can convert to binary, so let me just copy these somewhere better. can just basically map each of these to what their value is. So you can say 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, and you might have noticed they're actually, I'm giving you enough value, so you can just keep going. So you have 2 to the 8, which is equal to double this, which is 256. And the next value, this one, which is 0, is worth 2 to the power 9, which is double of 256, which is 512. So the answer for this one then just becomes 256 plus 64, because that's the 1, plus 8, plus 2, plus 1. And you just use. What is this one? So we can just check, I'll just check this answer right here. Yes, everyone, so. If you got these, you should have no trouble at all with that part of the assignment. So, then the next thing is conversion from decimal to binary. I'm going to go through these in a little more detail first because I didn't send in the lecture. So I'll start with the easy one, or I'll start with the bigger one. Say you used 345 in converted from decimal to binary. So we have 345. So the first thing you need to find is how many positions you're going to need. So for example, you can draw a bunch of them. So as before, we have this position is worth 2 to the 0, which is 1, 2 to the 1, 2, 2 to the 2, 4, and it just keeps doubling, so you would simply write down the double version. 254, 128, 256, and then 512. And if you want to keep going. So when you look at this number, when you have to convert it, you can start with this, how you write down all of the values of each position, and you can say, okay, 345, the next biggest number that's smaller to, so bigger than 256, but smaller than 512. So 512 will have a 0 in it because we won't need 512 or 1024 or anything higher to make this number. We'll only need smaller numbers. So you can start there, and you can start at 256 and put 1 in this position, because this is smaller than 345. So 345 minus 256.